unconventional places where you would say would be a good place to just grab something on the go?
I think that necessity is sort of the mother of invention in a lot of cases, and if you're looking outside of the box, you're generally going to find something that is a little more creative to begin with. So maybe it's as simple as going to a craft store. If you're lucky enough to live in a big city like New York, like we do, there's the wholesale flower district, and you can get all kinds of beautiful silk flowers and spray paint them and glitter them, and you can make wonderful plant creatures, or you could make fabulous headdresses. Those are the sort of places that I would look for that are maybe not as ordinary. Hardware stores to get chains and rope and all sorts of things. They do these fabulous unconventional challenges on Project Runway all the time, and they have to go to like a pet store and make an outfit out of that. And I think that those are great inspiration for, you can really make something out of anything if you just look at it in a different light. And maybe it's just an umbrella, but if you take the spikes off of it and you put some elastic around it, now it can be a skirt. Mm-hmm. I think that those are some interesting things. Have you found any places that you suggest that are maybe a little off the beaten path?
I mean, like down in Chinatown and around that area, they have a bunch of like 99-cent jewelry stores, mm-hmm. also beauty supply stores, Goodwill. I mean, even just, looking out on the sidewalk for things. It's just, just be creative. You can find stuff anywhere. Just put two things together, paint it, and you never know what you can come up with.
Some hot glue and glitter goes a long way.
Right. So are there any specific stores that you could think of that will have things mostly made already?
I'm a big proponent of online shopping because they can deliver no matter where you are. So I do a lot of shopping, specifically we did a lot of shopping for in-game on Etsy, because there were a ton of vendors who did specifically LARP costumes and steampunk costumes in particular. And there were things that I could just punch in, I'm looking for a pauldron, and there were hundreds of them that came up. And then I could really pick and choose and see what I wanted and what exactly design aesthetic was going to work for me. For one of the characters who in the modern day was supposed to be playing a knight, we took a old-fashioned catcher's breastplate that was all quilted and padded, and I had my assistant get some spray paint, and we spray painted it so on camera it looks like a homemade suit of armor. He had shin guards from a soccer uniform, he had the breastplate from the catchers, and I think that we used a lacrosse mask for him that we just spray painted all silver, and suddenly it was a suit of armor. Do you have any favorite stores that you go to on a regular basis to find things?
I buy a lot of like cheap little accessory things on Amazon. Mm-hmm. I have the Amazon Prime account, so I mean little accessories like handcuffs or just any foam props, anything like that. Mm-hmm. That's definitely a favorite place. Also, 99-cent stores are pretty cool. And then there's like Spirit Halloween store, Ricky's Costume Shop. Those are some amazing places.
Do you know Halloween Adventure and Gothic Renaissance down by Union Square?
Yes.
They're fantastic. They're great because they're open year-round and you can get almost anything. They're a great place to go. I use them a lot.
Awesome, exactly. Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite little tricks. This is my heat set rhinestone box. Do you know about these?
No.
These are rhinestones that are made by various companies, including Swarovski. And they are these beautiful rhinestones. These are called Volcano. And on the front of them, they are a variety, rainbow different colors that come in the AB, so they have a great shimmer to them, or in more flat tones. But on the back of them is glue. And what you do is, there are two ways, well, there's a couple ways to adhere them. I generally use a pancake skillet, one of those great big things you can get at like, Walmart or Kmart or something. And I put them all face down on the pancake skillet. Turn it on, let them all heat up, takes about 5 minutes or so. And then you can use a toothpick or a pin and you just flip them over onto your fabric, press them down a little bit, and as they cool, they actually adhere into the fibers of the garment. And you can dry clean them within reason. You can wash them and they don't fall off, and they still stay as beautiful and sparkly as they are. They also sell an individual heat wand which comes with the various size tips because these come in all different sizes. So you can set them on individually if you want them in extremely specific places. And I've also just recently discovered a company that you can send the stones to in a pattern, like snowflakes or starbursts or something like that. And they will arrange them and send them to you. And you use an iron with no steam, take off the film, put it down on the fabric where you want it to be, and you set it using just an iron. Peel off the plastic, and there's this beautiful design made entirely out of rhinestones.
That is absolutely amazing.
It's my favorite thing in the world.
I definitely need to invest in that.
You can get these anywhere. You can get them at Michael's, you can get them at Amazon, you can buy them in bulk here in New York, down in the Fashion District. I'll give you a card, I'll tell you where to go. They're fantastic. I love them. I use them all the time.
Awesome.